Right guys, let's get this opened up, give it a good, give the eye a clean. So 2 screws at the top, 2 little posi drive screws, 2 little posi drive screws at the bottom. And the front should pull away. Should have 3 screws on there. And I took apart the last time, I mustn't tighten that one back up, so that's obviously fell out, hasn't it? So, yeah, right, 3 screws down one side, tip it over, 3 screws down the other side. If you can see. Tip it over again. Got 4 screws on the side. See, 4 screws. Oh, that's how you lose them. There's also, there should be one inside there. It's not there. And then that's that panel off. There we go. And there's that screw dropped. Right. Now, you've got 2 screws at the back, brass looking ones. So just remember they're the brass looking ones. Oops. Two screws at the front, one there and one there, all spline bits. Now where you're at, see? Perhaps if you've got a magnet on hand. Whoops. And the next one. Right, this will lift up, but be careful, there's a ribbon and there's a plug. That's that screw that goes through the back, that's why it's tight to pull up. So there's your ribbon. And there's your plug. Oops. So you do wiggle your plug, pull it out, your ribbon. Like that. You've got like a slot that pushes in, so you just pull that slot out. I've got a little screwdriver. What you do is push it out over. There we go. We'll slide that ribbon out, and that's it, free. That bit, we don't need it. Right. You got ribbon there, ribbon there. It's the same again, it's got one of them slots, so you just slide it down on both sides. And then free it up. Same again with the bottom one. This ribbon goes underneath that brown slot. Don't try and put it on top of it, it goes underneath. Remember that. And that's it, free. And then we've got the 2 screws here. Takes this heat shield off, which are posi drive. That's one. I need to find me other screwdriver. That's 2. And they're brass looking ones. Just put that to one side for now. And you've got one posi drive screw there. So take that out. And then you've got these bits of metal that twist. You've got 2 of them, one there and the other one is there. And you can see where they twist in line. So we'll just twist them straight. That's it. And then carefully lift the board up, making sure you push the ribbon through enough. Don't have to go all the way. Just lift it up. This one seems to be bent. There we go. And then all I do with that one, I just lean it down, leave it down. So there's your reader there. So we could go in from the top, but it means taking all the springs off. Actually, I might pull that ribbon all the way out. It's easy enough to get back in. There we go. And then just put that one side. You can see the eye just through there. You won't be able to see it. So instead of taking the top off, we use springs. These springs. You can do, but you've got to put all them springs back on. And if one of them shoots off, it's going to be hard to see it. So what I normally do is get a cotton bud. Sell a cotton bud. I'll shape it. Got my alcohol. And then just clean the eye with a cotton bud. Tip it up so I can see through that little gap. I'll just clean it. I think you could get one through there. No, it's a bit tight. So just clean that down. I'll give it another spray. I'm looking through this gap at the top, right here. And I can see I'm cleaning the eye. So all I do now is turn it round and then dry it. And if there's any residue left over from the alcohol, at this point you're wiping it off. So hopefully, I'm hoping this is going to work. Right, so that's done now. Off to one side, get rid of the alcohol. most important part now. Take a drink of your brew. Ah, lovely. Get your circuit board back. Remember, you want to feed the ribbon through. That's the right way, isn't it? No, put it in the wrong way. That way. So you've got these connectors to the top. Just feed that ribbon through. Keep going all the way to the spot there. And then this is the longest one for the eye. Pull that to one side, and then that one there. And then what you're going to do is push your ribbon through, line up your little metal slots there, push it down, and the other one's there. Just gently line them up. That's it. Well, that wasn't very gentle. You can see the line there, so you want to pull that metal onto that line. Ignore my finger, I'll crack me nail all the way down the middle. And then what we're doing is just twisting it until it's in line with that line on the board. And do exactly the same to the other one. Just twist it until that's in line. Right. And now with the ribbon, I'm going to put it in to the slot, so that goes on top of that slot. Push it in till it can't go any further, and then close it. Make sure you've closed both sides, and that's it. That's that one in. Remember, the bigger one of the two goes underneath. Goes underneath that brown slot there. So line it up. Make sure the brown slot's pulled out. Line it up. Just push that in. Make sure it's in. And close it off. That's it. That's it in. And that's back on top. Right, guys. I've had to put into this video because the last one I made a mistake, which Martin pointed out. So I've had to come back and do it again. So we've got our 3 screws. Got one there, and one there over the heat shield. So we'll put the heat shield back on. Now you get your ribbon, make sure your ribbon's in. That ribbon's in, and that one's in. So they're all in. So now, I want to come back to our case. So that's the back. So, that way. So we've got our plug to go in. And our ribbon needs to go in here. So that goes underneath. So the blue side up. Make sure it's all the way in. Push that catch in. Right, guys, so what you want to do now is you want to put it on an angle it down over, just to get that wet lines up with that screw hole, and then pop it down. Oops. And that's it. And if it doesn't go in, just pull that back over that way, and then it just slots straight in. And then you get your 2 screws, 2 silver ones. You see that? 2 of them. And I want our spline bit. This one here. 2 front screws. Just line it up. Pull it over, and now you can tighten it all the way, and tighten the other side. And 2 screws at the back. Remember, these are the brass looking screws. The brass coloured ones. And just a couple of threads, get the next one, put that in, tighten that up, and nip it all the way. So back to that one, nip that one, and this is where you would put that screw in the front. Place it down, get your lid. Remember, these 3 go to this side, just pop it over the top, down, line it all up, start from one side, just get it lined up. Couple of threads onto the next one, line it up, couple of threads, and then get the middle one in, and then just tighten it up. Like on the other side, I've only got 2 screws for this. Lost one. Couple of threads. Next one. Tighten it all the way. And onto the back. And 4 screws. You should just screw straight in. These ones should be lined up once you've got all 3 by 6 in, 3 on each side. Straight in. Can't see, can you? Next one. Last one on the back. Right, done with that now. So put that away. Onto the front. Put this bit on. Make sure you slide them inside. You make your posi drives, small one, just a small one. Two screws. Screw them all the way in. Just tighten them all the way up. Next one. Front back a touch. Just line that hole up. That's it. Tighten it all the way. Tip it over. Same again. This one. Last one. Done. and then go and put it back in the car. Right, so I've temporarily put the DVD player there, make sure it works. So we'll turn it on. Right, there we go. I've just got one of the Ben's discs. Slide it in. DVD. See what happens. All done. Happy days. Right. Enter. Play. Paused it. Play. There we go. It might need some new batteries. For some reason you've got to press DVD and then enter.
As well, we'll go for a nice romantic meal. Jordan, I love the thought process here. It's like, where can I go that if I don't like her, I can get an easiest.
That's it. It's all working.
This Disney DVD is enhanced with Disney's Fast Play. Your movie and a selection of bonus features will begin automatically. To bypass Fast Play, select the main menu button at any time. Fast Play will begin in a moment.
One of the speakers is off. But all fixed.
With a spellbinding destiny.
Can't believe one of them speakers are off though.
18th birthday, she would prick her finger on the spindle. She stole pixie dust. Without it, we
I'm
can't
gonna have to have a look at them speakers. Like, I've only got one side on.
A toast to the captain.
But I'll have a play around with it and see what happens. But that's it, done. Thanks guys, cheers.